package today. Let's go check it out. I kind of read a little bit about these things, and after seeing all the crazy reviews and that everybody seems to love them, and they were on sale, thank you Amazon, and they were so cheap, my goodness, a box inside of a box and another box inside of a box. Okay, let's see if we can get this puppy out. That's one way to do it. All right. What we have here is a Neotech little gas-powered saw. The funnel looks like it, you know, that might be a problem. It's the coveted accessory hole funnel. All right, don't know what that is. Let's see, little tool bag, saw chain, questionable quality. All right, and the power head. There she is. Okay, chain oiler down on the bottom there. Neotech NCS 2500. If you can read that, it's backwards, so it's easier on that side. There you go. And I guess we're gonna put this thing together and see how she runs. Oh, look at that. Comes with a little file and a little adjustment screwdriver. All right, let's see how this thing works. All right. Apparently works like that. All right, but it's a band style chain brake. What I don't like is the adjustment for the bar is actually on this thing rather than being on the saw like it is for most respectable saw manufacturers. Okay. All right, so tiny little, call it a puppy instead of a dog, because that's what it is. These screws that go into the dog are just going into the plastic there, so I'm not real happy with that either. The clutch looks pretty good though. I think that looks okay. Like it's I mean, I guess it's kind of what you would expect from a $120, $130 saw off Amazon. I guess what you're kind of hoping for when you buy one of these is that you're going to get a lot of value for your money, and the old adage is always true, you get what you pay for. So parts of it feel okay, but other parts of it, the plastic is just doesn't feel like it's very high quality. And I'm curious how long that little primer bulb is going to last. I don't imagine it will last long. This handle is plastic. A lot of flex in that joint there. But you know, that's what it is. These are clearly labeled. Let's take a look here. Okay, decent looking there. Still made out of the same cheap plastic, but the seals on it look pretty good, so they shouldn't leak. Your premix goes in this. Tanks look okay, look clean. What I'm a little bit worried about is possibly a little bit of leaking. A little bit of leakage out of the tank. The way these are put together does not inspire confidence. But I bought this saw originally to just kind of throw in the back of the mule, just to have like a little trail saw, just so that I would have something to cut when I was out running around doing different things. And it may work really, really well for that, or at least that's my hope. I hope it works really well for that. The bar on it is just a standard 12-inch bar, the one that comes with it. I'm just going to guess it's not the greatest quality. Sprocket feels okay. But there is a steel replacement for that fits these. It runs 3/8 low pro, and I believe it's 44 drive links is what fits the 12-inch bar for this saw, for this sprocket. So real similar to like the MS200s. Okay, I'll tell you what, I know a lot of them do have this, and I'll just have to see how it operates. But there is a hole right here for you to lubricate the sprocket, one on both sides actually, which may work really well, or it may get a lot of sawdust in it and cause the sprocket to fail prematurely. You know, mileage may vary, as they say, so I guess we'll determine what our mileage is going to be when we get all this stuff together. All right, let's take a look at the saw chain. Ooh. All right, so our China chain, 3/8 low pro, 44 drive link. Let's see, pull out the old pocket knife here. Give the old chain an inspection. Let's see. Olema? Not sure how to pronounce that correctly. Cutter heads look okay. This appears to be a safety chain. It's got the dual, like what you would experience with like the green chain off of from Stihl. It's got that additional safety bump there, low kickback supposedly. I expect that this little chain is going to stretch pretty good, so I don't have high confidence in it. I'm going to end up replacing it, provided that the saw itself runs good. It appears to be sharp, well lubricated, so let's get this thing together and see what happens. All right. Let's do it this way. Chain on the sprocket first. Then we go to bar. Doodly doo. All right. Okay. Stay. Okay. Let's see. Just gonna give that. All right. I can live with that. All right, to their credit, they did put 2 nuts over here, which in a lot of small saws I only really have one. My other top handle saw only has one, which is all it really needs. But that is one positive point to it. Standard screen filter. Okay. Spark plug also resides under this cover down there. Hopefully we won't have to see what that looks like for a while. Well, let's go find some 2-stroke and some bar oil and see what this little plastic fantastic will do. Okay, we found our 2-stroke. Now, these Chinese saw manufacturers, I am no expert in them, obviously, but they recommend using a good 2-stroke mixture of 25-to-1. And the thing about that is that Chinese companies are not burdened by regulations from the PA. So what I have always run in my saws, I've never really liked 50-to-1. I always run 40-to-1, and that seems to work well for me. And there's a lot of guys on the arborist forums and things running these saws that they say that 40-to-1 works great in them. So that's what we're gonna do. A little shaky. I guess this is why it comes with a funnel. Usually the nozzle of this can that I use for my 2-stroke will fit down in most saws or 2-stroke power equipment. This particular saw, however, it does not fit down into it. So, got to be kind of careful what we're doing. Don't want to spill gas everywhere. The tank on this thing is really clear, which I do like that because I can kind of see the level as it fills up on the side there. Threads are a little hangy, a little rough, but that should improve as we go. All right, so let's set this out of the way. Let's see how this thing does. All right. Okay. Wow. I gotta tell you, that actually cuts better than I thought it would. not a bad little saw. 3 or 4 cuts into this little log here. It was about a 5-inch piece of Syrian maple. Seemed to do okay. So the bottom line is you get what you pay for, and when you buy a $100 saw, you get a $100 saw. It's cheap, flimsy. It's probably going to have some durability issues, but tossing it in the back of the mule, it's probably going to do just fine. Let's see if how easy it restarts after a minute. First pull, you can't really beat that. It does have a weird kind of a weird springy recoil that I'm not super impressed with, but I mean, we'll see how it does. Okay, so man, guys, I need a haircut. That feels really cheap. Honestly, for a $100 saw, it's not bad. We're gonna see how long it lasts. Which, if I get a couple of years of use out of it, I'll be happy. It'll be something that when I'm teaching kids, if they break it or tear it up or something, I'm not going to be heartbroken like I would if they tore up one of my good saws. So it does have its uses. If this was going to be your only saw, if this was like your primary saw, you were going to think about buying one of these Chinese copies. Now, granted, this is just one saw. I'm not sure how good their quality control is. It seems to run pretty good, and it cuts pretty good. But it's not made out of the greatest materials. I would save a little bit of money, and you can get a really good used Stihl or Husqvarna saw. There's other brands out there that make really good saws. Echoes make some good professional saws, and you're going to get a lot more saw for your money, particularly with something that you can rebuild and source parts from and that sort of thing. If you are buying your first saw, this is probably not the saw for you. It's a little too finicky. If you have a lot of saws and you just need one that is kind of a beater, so to speak, you know, maybe look into these. Thanks for watching and sticking around. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and all that other stuff that you guys do so well. And we'll catch you on the next one. I'm going to try to do more of these, like tool review, farm application type videos, and you'll have to excuse the learning curve that I'm going to go through here periodically. But anyway, thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.